Welcome to Hops News, the trusted source in beer culture news. Here's your host, Jay Brew, with special guests, the Hoppy Mommy, Lucky, and Nash.
Hey, welcome to another week of Hops News. Hey, Hoppy, I think you're with us now.
Hops Nudes, baby. Oh, wait, that's my OnlyFans.
That's your OnlyFans. Feet and beer.
Hops Feet Nudes. Hey, look, there
Hoppy,
she is.
I think we
She's
can
there.
hear you. Yeah. So we're obviously, like usual,
good.
Scrambling. Hoppy lost her voice about 2 seconds before we went live, but it sounds like she's back now. So good to have the crew. Going to be a good time again tonight. We're going to, like I said last time, I think current events is pretty popular in podcasting, and there's no reason we can't talk current events and drink beer and hopefully remain respectful.
I'm throwing hands tonight, but not with
Might-
you guys. I have an arch nemesis.
Might not, though.
No. Does it ever remain civil when we're talking? Are you drinking some liquor over there?
Yeah.
Is Jay quiet now? There he is.
Oh
wish.
man, it looked like
I wish.
you had some bourbon or something going. I was about to say, pass the bottle. Let's go.
No, I wish. I definitely wish. Anyways, in for a good episode tonight. It'll be fun. It'll be current topics. I think we also have some beer news mixed in here, and maybe a few other things. So, without further ado, who are we checking in with first? Let's check in with Mash
Oh boy. Hey,
out there in Mountain Home, Idaho.
what's up? Hey guys, me again. Great to be here. Long time listener, first time caller. Just want to say you all sound beautiful. Does anybody actually know if we're truly living on this planet or it's just a simulation? No, to be real, it's great to be here. Great to see you all. I've seen Hobby the last couple of days, but you and
What is happening?
I don't know, just rambling. You and Lucky, it's great to see. Real quick before we get started, this is a homebrew from Matt Whitwer. It's a pumpkin. It's delicious. He hooked me up when I got to see him, and oh, that's some pumpkin right there. It's fall. It is fall every time in my household. Before we move on, we're gonna plug something real quick. Back home in Laconia, New Hampshire, there is a wicked big arcade. It's like the biggest arcade in the world, pretty much. And they have a GoFundMe going right now because COVID, which we're going to talk a little bit about some rules and regulations of COVID. They might have to close. They've hit their goal of 25,000, but we're trying to get more. And so I'm going to have to post a GoFundMe in the chat here, but if you can, get on out there, donate to them. And also, yes, Caleb, Pumpkin, that's my fellow baller. Just so you know, Caleb, I'm in a 5-on-5 basketball tournament this weekend. I need your help. And yeah, I have an arch nemesis now. Big time. It's really great. In the military, we would like to play dick measuring games, and I have engaged in the biggest dick measuring contest to date. How you guys doing?
Do you happen to partake in that with Cuomo?
No. So the gym, right? Basketball is life. Ball is life, right? The rules change every day at the basketball gym. Now, this is probably just petty nonsense of me being a little bitch. However, we went from playing 3-on-3 basketball to 5-on-5 basketball to we could have 15 people in the basketball court, right? As long as you're playing, you don't have to wear a mask. They got the main hoop down, and then there's 2 side hoops. So they closed off half the court, which is stupid. So we're like, hey, if we're playing 5-on-5, can we play full court? Well, this dude, he's a master sergeant, which is an E7 for all you non-smart types out there who didn't join the Air Force.
I don't know what
just
any
kidding.
means.
All right, so he's a high rank. Okay, he's got a little roof on his rank. He thinks he's cool, but at this point, he's probably had divorced 3 wives and probably has 3 kids and paying alimony because he's that's where he's at now. So he's just angry. He's an angry individual. I reached out to our first sergeant, who your first sergeant in the military is there to basically be just like, you can ask questions, whatever. So I hit him up one day because you can't run full court basketball. They put the hoop up and nobody at the gym knew what the rules were. So I hit him up, asking what the rules were. This guy comes into my emails basically being like, don't you ever do that, and tried to demean me. Well, motherfucker, little did he know that I promoted this week. And my dick is bigger and I don't back down. I don't give a shit. If you are a higher rank than me, I will respectfully make you feel like you're the smallest man on earth. And so I went back and forth in the email with this guy.
That's how Mash got dishonorably discharged.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm getting paperwork. I'm going to lose my rank, my promotion, all that stuff. But I'm going back and forth with this guy. And I was basically, he just like, don't you ever, I'm telling you being nice now. And I was like, with all due respect, sir, if you want to settle this, I'll come to your office. I'm coming to the gym at 3:30. And he backed down. No, straight up. I was like, I will come to your office. And then he backed down from that. So I came to the gym and he was talking to somebody else. And I straight, about the basketball court, somebody I play with. And I was just basically like, yo, Tony, don't waste your time on this guy. And the guy just looked at me and he locked eyes. We fucking knew. He fucking knew who I was because he was there at the promotion ceremony. So he knows who I was. And he walked away. And now all of a sudden you got to wear masks while you play basketball, which makes no sense because science proves that there is no transmission during sports. This is why we're getting vaccinated. And also, like literally last week, they just said that you don't have to wear a mask if you're actively working out. And so there's more to come. This isn't over yet.
It's just beginning.
So sorry, guys. So sorry. Had to go in.
I was like, it's not how I expected tonight to start.
That was intense. Thank you, Mash, for joining us. Lucky, how are things in Milwaukee, Wisconsin tonight?
Haven't left my apartment all week, Jay. So I don't have the problems that Mash does. Just kidding. Things are going well here. We are starting to open up a little bit. So I've been having a little bit of fun. But yeah, this is my last officially month in this apartment. So a month from today, I'll be in a new one.
Are you
staying in
moving
the
to
Milwaukee
the brewery
area.
house?
No, I wish. I actually don't wish. I like my apartment more. But yeah, I'm just getting out of here, getting out of downtown. Because as things are starting to open up everywhere else, they're not really opening up downtown. So I think we're gonna get into that later. But yeah, I'm drinking one from Brad, one that he sent me when I met him. You guys jealous? Pontoon Brewery Raspberry Donut. Absolutely delicious. It tastes just like
delicious.
Nice. It tastes just like a raspberry donut. Super fruit. Pontoon. I have not had anything from Pontoon that is even like remotely
Mediocre.
Not taste. Yeah, mediocre is the best way to put that. Everything's absolutely amazing. So shout out Brad. Yeah, that's about it. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good, man. It's been a hell of a week. I'll be honest with you, it's been a hell of a week. I'm ready to drink some beer.
Good. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I'm ready to drink some beer too, so I'm glad you guys are ready to
I'm
drink.
ready every day.
It might be what?
Yeah. Although Pontoon does not make a bad beer. You are 100% correct.
No, not even close. There's
And-
nothing that is bad. I posted one. I think it was Franken Smiggles. I think that's the one that I posted
yeah.
this weekend. Maybe the best beer I've ever had in my life. I mean, it
Ever?
literally tasted like the milk after you drink or you eat a bowl of like Frankenberries or whatever that
Ooh,
cereal
man,
is. It
that's
tasted just like that milk, but in a beer form. So this is, imagine a raspberry donut in beer form. That's what this is. They do not miss.
Mm,
So
very
big
nice.
fan. And the color on it, I don't
Undefeated.
know if you guys can see the color on it. It is gorgeous. It doesn't
Is that
even look like
thick?
beer.
Look
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
pretty thick. It doesn't like taste super thick though, which is
with 2 C's.
yeah.
It's almost like a
It's probably like
Two
thick with
Cs.
1 C. It's like
Oh, 1
you
C.
think it's thick, and then you get there, and it's like, oh, it's not like too thick. It's not overwhelming. So
that beer.
Mm.
just had
Not
on tight
chewing on
pants.
thick.
yeah, exactly. It has on like the pants that are kind of like a training bra, and they like prop everything up a little bit.
Boost it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this is with the color. So not bad.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't have any nemesis.
Don't worry, I got enough for all of us. I'm not here
Nemesi?
making enemies.
Nemesi? Is it Nemesi?
Yeah,
I
I think
honestly
I
don't know.
don't know. I made that up.
Yeah, I would have gone with it.
Mash has got
To
it
be
covered
real.
with his basketball skills.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't take shit from anybody. I don't care if
Mm.
you're an officer. I don't care if you're an old ass lady. I don't take no shit. I feel
Damn.
strongly. Especially if I know I'm right. Especially if I know I'm right.
It's
Then
aggressive.
I know, like, if I'm right and I know I am and I have all the facts to prove it, I'm gonna fuck yourself up. I'm gonna.
We
that
are-
didn't make sense.
We're completely different in the sense that like I will roll over for basically anybody. Like you just have to use a stern voice, and I'll do pretty much whatever you want. Just
Oh,
let you
I-
pet my belly.
I'm like the dad to my little troops. I'm like, come here, children, come here. Let me take care of you. Somebody fucking with you on the flight line. I called
Do
like
you
I'll
go
even.
mama cub or mama
Oh,
bear?
I do. Like I had somebody on the flight line giving my guys shit one day, and so I called up their boss directly and was like, "Yo, cut the fucking shit." And they're like, "Oh, it's just
Damn.
we're just joking around. You know how it is." I was like, "No, that's not exactly how it is. You're gonna cut it out."
Micah just called you an angry Karen, so I don't know. Like, I don't know who I'd rather be in this
Yeah.
situation, but that seems
You
spot
should
on.
see when
Micah.
they mess up his pumpkin spice latte.
Oh God.
You
Can't
mess up
even
my pumpkin
imagine.
spice latte, then
Mm.
I'm gonna go and dunk on David Heiss
He
because
just
thinks he's gonna
flips the
dunk on
scarf
me.
over his shoulder and then just struts right in there.
Dave thinks he's gonna
I
dunk
was
on me.
Gucci
Picture
purse.
All right, Dave, pull up. This is
Yeah.
definition of fuck around and find out.
Heiss is a big MSU fan, so he's a big college football fan.
Oh, Michigan State. I like Michigan State basketball.
Yeah, it's
Poor guy.
Who
Their
doesn't?
football team sucks.
Yeah, yeah, but their basketball team's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that about Izzo. Izzo's a goat.
Yep.
But let's get to Lauren. We haven't.
Yeah, let's go check in
Wait,
with
did-
Hoppy.
did- They think
Hoppy.
they're positive about basketball?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
Nice.
say,
Jace,
that's
wait,
a
hold on.
first.
Can we go back to
Well,
He must be drinking liquor.
Well, let's not get too.
Jay's?
excited.
Jay, you're drinking the heavy stuff tonight. Are you sure you're not on the 14 percenters?
Let's not get too excited. Basketball.
So the plural of nemesis is nemesis. So
Mm.
nemesis.
I got
Mash's nemesis is gonna nemesis to exist.
Oh
Ew.
yeah,
So yeah, you just change the I to an E and there's
Here
your plural.
all night, folks.
my man.
Thank you, Google. All right, so I am drinking a beer from Tactical Brewing and Lincoln Beards Brewing, which is a brewery in Orlando. One's in Miami. I don't know if you can see my picture very clear, but it's some pretty sweet artwork of like Lincoln, like Miami Vice. So
Mm.
I thought it was going to be a major juice bomb, but it came out pink because it's got some sequoia hops, papaya, and prickly pear. So it's pretty good. I would preferred it to be a juice bomb because I love tactical juice bombs, but it is pretty good.
Nice.
And I got a new fan.
Hmm.
Yes. And yeah, I've seen Matt every day because every day we have a new podcast crossover.
Every day we be
Jesus.
We're just doing more and
hustling.
more stuff.
Yeah, poor Lauren. I'm just out
But I
here.
haven't
We got-
sold that again.
Nice.
No. Well, she
I had to
hasn't.
come up
no.
with a whole calendar system.
We got some
Keep
real
'em-
shit.
Yeah,
going
because I
Hobby,
have
keep
17
'em-
calendar reminders now.
Keep everybody occupied for a minute. I've already got to go get another beer, so I'll be right back.
Put us on the floor. Put us on the floor. Let's go. I'm not done. Let's go. Put Karen on the screen.
Put Karen on the screen.
Karen
Pull up,
on
son.
the
Well,
screen.
I
Pull
could
up,
go
son.
into some news.
All right, fine. What do you got for the news?
Do we want to go into news?
Yeah, let's go to the news. Let's start
All
talking.
right,
Talk.
I actually, so lucky. There's Mobcraft is doing a little virtual beer fest for Girls Pint Out, and so I just paid the $50 to join. So they're gonna do a virtual Zoom for any of you ladies out there, and they're gonna send 3 beers and 3 Rice Krispie treats. Have you ever heard of what was it, Carrie's Krispies?
Say that again.
like a
Sorry,
thing
you
in
cut out for a
Milwaukee?
second. You cut out for
Carrie's
a second.
Krispies.
I don't
Carrie's
think
Krispies.
so. I've never heard
Are
of
they
it. No.
are they crispy?
Like Mash's Krispies, right? He's the Karen.
It's like a Rice
Yeah.
Krispie.
Oh no, I've never
Okay.
had it. Never heard of it. Not that plugged
So
in.
it's a
up here, I
beer and
guess.
Rice Krispie treat pairing.
Oh my god!
I'm-
Let's get in on
I
that.
also
action.
Yeah, just throw your Hop Hogan wig on and be like, "Hi, my name's Samantha." And you
Listen
can
here, brothers. I want some pizza and I want some Rice Krispie treats with a beer to go.
God.
But yeah, it's gonna be sometime in March. What month is this? We're in March.
We're in March.
It's
There's
gonna
some
be
big
March 25th, 7 Eastern. I also just signed up for the next Hop Culture Beer Fest because
Look at you.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's
I'm gonna get.
COVID. It's fine.
There's some big things coming soon. Big things. Big things.
We're also leaving for Asheville at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So
Eesh.
Hey, welcome to
Gonna have a
North
little
Carolina.
God, you better stop
I
for
had a
some cookout if you
day.
know it's good for you.
Oh, we will. Josh loves barbecue. But yeah, my friend yesterday
Wrong
goes, "Why are you
cookout.
going?"
No,
Or she
hold
goes,
on.
"Surprise
That's
Time
the
out.
wrong
Hold on.
cookout.
No, time out.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Wait a
Do we
minute.
have
Don't-
like a broken
What?
record, like a scratch?
What's
Like,
happening?
What
Yeah,
the
I don't know what's
fuck
going
is
on.
going on?
You don't know. Cookout is not barbecue. All right. First of all,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get that shit
First of all-
straight right off the bat.
cookout is
You
a
mean like
fast food
Southern
place that has no. Listen to me. Listen to me. Look at
Oh,
Jay.
you lost
Listen to
me
me.
at fast food."
Look at Jay. Listen to me. It is probably the
What?
best milkshakes you could possibly buy.
Oh,
you get
shit.
their tray for like $10 and it's got so much fucking food and you're just like, I want to
Yeah.
slather these cheeseburgers and this ice cream all over my face,
You
neck,
feel
and
like a
chest.
greasy bastard after
God.
you get done.
Ugh.
You're just disgusting, but it's
terrible.
so
You did not
good.
do it
After a
well.
night of, you're gonna go drink a lot of beers at a brewery, and then you're gonna need
Hey,
something.
it's better
for
than
that.
the Waffle House.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I'm not
Never
going
been
there
to a
either.
Waffle House.
Whoa,
What?
Waffle House. Watch your mouth.
I've never been to a Waffle House. Been to a pancake house. They have those up here, but no Waffle Houses.
Do you guys live
mean
under
like
a
IHOP?
fucking shell?
What is
I
wrong
mean,
with
there's
you?
nothing. There's no Waffle Houses. Like, what's the furthest north Waffle House? Certainly not Wisconsin.
Lucky, you just went down to Nashville. I'm pretty sure they're in
Yeah.
Nashville. The fuck's wrong with you?
I think I went to a cookout when I was in Nashville.
Yo, you better
You
have
guys
because they
need
got
some
the
culture.
best
No
milkshake.
cookout, no Waffle House.
I
What the
didn't
fuck
get.
do you
I didn't get a
guys eat?
milkshake at the cookout.
Listen,
No.
Lauren, if I ever come out to Orlando, we're gonna go to Waffle House. Like that's just
You know,
that's
we
just
have
how-
a really good breakfast place called First Watch. I think we should go there instead.
we should really go to Waffle House.
Guys are.
All right,
All
enough of
about
that.
it,
Let's
huh?
talk about
Don't
Andrew
like-
Don't a
Cuomo.
lot of people don't a lot of people get shot at Waffle Houses, or is that
That's what
like,
makes it
Yeah.
exciting. You come for the,
No, I don't think a lot.
spices up the life a little
Some of
bit?
the,
You
some
come
of
for the
best
food,
fights
you
ever
leave with the
happen at
bullet
Waffle
holes.
House. Yeah.
you might leave with like somebody. It's like Grand Theft Auto. They get shot and they drop their gun. You just pick it up and now you got a free gun.
Just like it. Just like it.
Yeah, that's
All right.
you just
Well, maybe
described
I'll-
my high school.
Andrew Cuomo. Who knows anything about the Andrew Cuomo story? Does anybody know anything about it?
Nope, I don't think
A
so.
little me do I know. Is that
What-
what we're doing?
What do you know? What do you know about Andrew? What's he done now?
Oh, I just
God.
said the Me Too thing. 'Cause
I don't
of
know.
allegations.
Where's my $2,000? That's
Oh
what we-
man, I don't want to be zoomed in for this one. Where's your $200?
Hoppy, what do you know
No,
about
Mike-
Andrew?
No, all I
I was-
know is he's the governor of New York and there's sexual allegations against him. That's all I know.
Ooh. Damn, feels
A
bad.
Oh, there
politician
is?
with sexual allegations? What?
Wow.
Yeah,
We've
never
never
heard that
seen
one
that
before.
before. There wasn't
Right.
one who was a president not long ago.
No, never heard of it. That's crazy.
Multiple
I
presidents.
was gonna
Which
say
president?
like most of the presidents
just
within
pick
the
one.
past like quite
So,
some time.
so I think it's safe to say that we've got, I mean, in this 4 shot right here, we've probably got every political party ever represented, right?
Mhm.
Is it
Very libertarian.
Is it
I'm
kind of
unaffiliated.
is it kind of you know, you hear about it so much and nothing really comes of it that it's like the boy that cried wolf type thing? I mean, have we is that what it seems like now?
With the sexual allegations, you mean?
Yeah.
I think
Maybe.
that you're going to have a little bit of that inevitably. I do think, I think the one guy, Anziz Asari, like somebody did an allegation against him, and I mean, I don't know the guy at all, but seemed
Love him.
genuinely like apologetic that he put the person in this situation. So I honestly think that was just, that one was not accurate. But I think because of this whole Me Too movement, I think some people who were actually sexually discriminated against or sexually abused, whether it be physically or emotionally, are now having the balls, so to speak, to come out and say something, because before they just would have been judged. And you got to realize anytime you allege something like that against somebody, you're put on the stand and you're attacked because they have the right to defend themselves. So I think you're going to have both. I think that it's 3 steps forward in making things fair for men and women and decreasing sexual abuse, and then step back, because you are going to have those people that are trying to get money or trying to do this or trying to do that. So but you never know. It's like you never know what actually happened. The only people that know are those people in there. And every story, there's 3 stories, each person's, and then the truth. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's a politician. I'm not surprised.
So with that, do you think that if the Me Too movement has presented people that feel safer to come out and talk about it, and I'm just playing the devil's advocate in the conversation, I don't have a dog in the fight, and I don't have a really a strong belief one way or the other. Do you think it creates an atmosphere where false allegations are freely made now?
Oh, absolutely.
I think you're probably getting more false allegations. Yeah, I would say so. Those people suck because they're ruining the movie.
You ruin it for the rest people, though. You ruin it for the people who actually have something that has happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, because
but then the whole Weinstein thing, like people knew for years.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's working on his 3rd, right, of recent times that I guess has been reported. It's just kind of interesting. He's been in the news a lot lately. He's taken heat about some nursing home issues over there in New York City that during the pandemic. It's just, for me, it's kind of interesting. You read some headlines, and we joked in the chat, and we will someday. We'll come up and read a half dozen headlines and do some sort of contest with it. If you guys can guess what media affiliation was the one that posted the headline, because I think that could be a pretty good segment for us. But it's kind of interesting to see kind of that full circle of where we are now. I mean, the reality of it is, for the past 4 years, it's all been pointed at one side, right? And really one guy. And now the things are shifting, and it's interesting how it's playing out in the media and everything that's going on with that. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. If he's guilty, he's got to get his lumps. But I'll be honest with you, I think that if anybody's making false allegations, they need the same lumps as what he would have been given if he was guilty.
It's true. Very true.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But I always think that when there's smoke, there's fire. Like if there's a bunch of people making allegations, something along the way has to have happened. I don't know. Maybe
100%.
And that's usually the ones that move forward, like the Anziz and Sorry. I think it was like one person, and it seemed like it was just an awkward date.
Yeah, and his stand-up special that he released after it was like really good. I mean, it was really, really good, and yeah, I don't know.
He felt terrible. It seemed.
Yeah, he came out.
Sure.
Like,
Again,
he actually came out and talked about it. Yeah, and he was basically like, whereas like some of these politicians, or not even politicians, actors, like you look at all these people who get accused, and they just don't say anything. They just kind of hope it goes away. looking at you, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, those kind of people who eventually they did get busted, yes, but like just look at how much it happens in like Hollywood and stuff.
Was that a pun? They got busted.
Haha,
Sorry.
whoa,
Oh God.
Yeah.
look,
I'm gonna grab
it's
another beer. I'll be right back.
Oh,
kinda
I
like-
can't
yeah.
make the joke.
oh god, who invited you?
Plant got
Boo.
busted.
Boo. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those. It's the slippery slope, I guess is the easiest way to put it, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree with
Very
that.
slow.
But I
Hate
think that I think we got to have a legitimate way to adjudicate this, right? I mean, if an accuser accuses somebody, I think they deserve their day in court and to talk about it and air it out and bring witnesses. But I also think that if it's fabricated and there's I don't know what the definition is, Hoppy, you might be able to help me, but if there is enough evidence to say that the allegations are probably false, then I think that person needs to withstand the same type of punishment that the accused would have occurred.
Oh yeah.
Well, they can be prosecuted with perjury because if they lied on the under and documentation that they were under oath, and yeah, you can go after them for perjury, and you can also file a civil suit for like libel or defamation.
Yeah, but the problem is,
So there are
the reality of it
things
is
that you got to.
yeah, but the reality of it is those type of cases are never brought forward, right? I mean, very rarely. They obviously I've heard some of, especially in some high school age kids that has occurred in, but the reality of it is if somebody does it to a politician, the politician's not going to turn around and file charges against them because they just seem callous that way. But
Right, because then they look like an asshole.
yeah, for sure. So it's kind of interesting. I think it's interesting when we shift political sides of our government and things don't change. That's what interests me the most. I mean, now it's just a different person, a different party that's under the scrutiny, and
God, yeah.
it's just kind of crazy. It's nuts.
I like to think I'm in the middle very much, and we're not going to get crazy, all that stuff. But it is funny that you mention how things change, but it's still the same. And I think that's kind of what for somebody who works for the government, I am so pro anarchy. Well, not anarchy. I'm pro like the government. I'm pro
chaos.
like I'm very pro like we just
I'll
tear
be
this
Oregon.
bitch down because it's not working. Both sides suck. Nothing's gonna change. If you think one dude's your Lord and Savior who's gonna come strolling down the street because he gets elected and save you, clearly that's not gonna happen. They don't give a fuck about any of us. They only care about money. And so like nothing's going to change unless you make it change, but how do you make it change? And it goes from there. And that's kind of, I'm going to step back now. And that's all I have to say about that.
I'm good as
Have
long
you ever
as
seen House of Cards?
No, because it's got Kevin Spacey in it. And I just,
Well, it was before he wasn't allowed the last
he was
season,
killing
actually.
people during that shit.
But the last season they killed him off because of the allegations that had come out. But that show, like when you're watching it, it's such a good show, but you're like, oh my God, please tell me this is not how things actually work. And it probably is more true than you'd like to think it is.
Yep.
But it is a good show.
yeah, I'm good as long as it's not a woman. I think we can. All agree on that, right? That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
These are the jokes.
Oh,
That was
no.
a joke.
I
That was a
just,
joke.
well, see, I was, as long as no one in there is Mexican, then it's okay.
There we go.
That was
Hey.
a joke.
Honestly,
Lucky
hold on.
is
I
my
would-
one,
I would-
and
I would
like
very
it.
much enjoy if we had like, are you kidding me? If we had a Mexican as president, we'd have Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
Or LeBron, Mexicans.
Or LeBron or The Rock. Could you imagine like, or somebody from Wisconsin? It'd be like fucking
Taco
cheese. You know what,
Tuesday.
guys? You're getting your tax returns, a stimulus check, and cheese curds, and spotted cow for everybody. That's the person I want in office.
Yeah,
That's
Spotted
lucky.
cow.
That's lucky.
Lucky.
I would-
Lucky. Look,
I
you
would
run for
never.
president. I'll be your running mate, and we got this shit.
I think I just said something that would not qualify me to run for president.
I don't
That
know
would
if
be a
you've
clip
heard, but
everywhere.
there's certain tapes of certain people saying that they're just going to grab other people, and then also our
Oh.
president. We had a president who literally got a blowjob in office. So, like, have you learned nothing? Nothing's out of control. Whatever.
Yep. Just
Anyways, Anyways,
I'm drinking a
going to be
recombobulation. I'm drinking a recombobulation. I think we were talking about this on our latest episode of Feeling Lucky. It's a limited release, I think, from MKE, but it's so fucking good. A Russian Imperial Stout. Oh, it's
ooh, Russian
delicious.
Imperial Stout.
Nice.
First of all, Patrick in the chat.
Oh boy.
Patrick, my man, Patrick.
Oh boy.
Patrick.
You're not. Oh, Patrick. You're gonna
Take a seat. I'm gonna need you to take a seat. You just said spotted cow. Is that good?
What?
I think Hoppy's frozen.
Who hurt you?
Hobby, are you
Who
there?
hurt you? Where did?
Is Hoppy dead?
I think she's frozen.
She's
All
she's
right.
gone.
She
Well,
took
I actually.
the woman joke to heart.
Oh, she
Yeah.
really. She froze out and said, "I'm out of here." She said,
Oh,
"Fuck
well,
you
feels
guys."
Yeah. What are you gonna do,
Hey, so
Patrick?
speaking
Yeah.
of,
Oh, I thought you were
actually, I
talking
have good
Patrick.
news. You know what a good brewery is? Is Treehouse, and you know what they're doing? They're becoming they're like building a distillery onto their brewery. So we're gonna have Treehouse beer, which is amazing, and then you're gonna have their fucking spirits, and they're also a COVID vaccination site. Come for the vaccine. Leave with a 4-pack of Green or Julius or Sap or whatever it is.
Is Treehouse the one that we tried to have on and didn't come on? Is that the Florida
no,
one? Or
that's not them.
Florida.
That's Tripping Animals.
Tripping Animals.
Treehouse is out of Western Mass. They're probably like the biggest, like best brewery out of New England. Like everybody knows them. If you can get your hands on their stuff, like it's
Okay.
gold. So they're going to become a vaccination site actually, and then they're also creating a distillery attached to the brewery. So that's going to be, their beers are phenomenal. So I can't even begin to imagine the things that they can do with their spirits. It's gonna lift my spirits.
You should be able to get a beer when you get vaccinated.
Oh,
give it
I wonder
out.
if they'll do that. I do wonder if when you
That'd
go to
be
get
pretty sick.
vaccinated, they'll give you a free beer because
You
people
should for
wait in
sure.
lines. Like people wait in line 2 hours to get this beer. Sometimes that's how long the
I
line
would
is.
go get vaccinated right now.
Yeah, dead ass. And also, oh man, I had another piece of news, but I can't remember what it is now. So that's all I got, I guess.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
That's it.
I had well, there's Boise Brewing. We've had them on as a previous guest. They are expanding their tap room in downtown, so we got another Boise Brewing tap room. And then we actually have a guest, thanks to Micah, on March 24th. We have Stable Brewing Company out of Virginia. And I guess it's really cool because they have like horse stables and it's like outside, or they have like rooms or like little huts or something you can come and like spend the night in while you're at the brewery or something like that. So Micah hooked it up, and so we have a guest coming on the end of this month. A brewery. It's been a long time. Been a long time.
It has. It definitely has. Wonder where Hoppy's at.
Is she back?
No,
Guess who's
she's not.
back?
She's
Is she
not.
there?
Oh no.
She
At
moved.
least it looks like she's I was gonna say I think she moved a little bit and now she's posing.
We can just talk about Hoppy's still image for the next
Mhm.
40 minutes.
Yeah, what do you think?
Look
she's
how
got?
majestic she is.
Nope.
Mm.
Let's talk about Texas.
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 Good old Texas. The Lone Star
Back
State.
there in the background.
Texas.
So a
Ain't
recent
nothing
headline
good
that
come out of
I
Texas.
read today said the Neanderthals open Texas.
Mm.
We won't take guesses on which media outlet said that, but Texas
Couldn't
is
even
wide
try to
open.
guess.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
they're
Fox
kinda-
News can't even spell Neanderthal, so you know it's not them.
Ugh,
Yeah,
fair. I couldn't.
I guarantee it wasn't Fox News. But it sounds like they're back in kind of. Do you guys
Texas
know what
and
the difference?
Mississippi too, isn't it?
They
I
might
don't
be,
know.
but what's the difference between what Florida's been doing?
What is Florida doing?
I think
Nothing?
Florida has masks still, maybe. Texas is just getting rid of the masks,
I don't
like
know.
altogether. I think.
Texas said we can't even provide you with warm running water, pipes that don't burst, or housing that doesn't leak during 2 inches of snow. So
For
let's
sure.
let's just have you go free for all. Go
This
out
is
there,
for
100%
sure just
everything.
PR. Yeah. This is for sure just PR. The like
We
state
can't even
goes
provide
under
for our
snow for a
people.
little bit, and like then they have to give them something back. So they're like, now you can not wear masks.
Yeah. Look, guys, no more masks because you have to go somewhere to eat because your electric has been out for the last week and you don't have a house anymore.
So Florida's still has some mandates then, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know.
I wish we had a
I
Florida
wish we had
resident
someone
in
on
our
here
chat right now, or not our
that was
chat,
from
in our
Florida.
group, but we
It'd be
don't.
really
It's
nice.
a real shame.
Somewhere in like the middle of Florida where like
Could you imagine if we had somebody from like
things are-
Orlando, which was right next to like
Right.
Disney World right now,
Mhm.
one of the
If
biggest
they knew
places
what was
on earth?
going on.
If only they knew what was going on, that'd be pretty lit.
Yeah, for sure.
I
I'd
think
love
she
to know
said
the
she's
comparison.
But we don't. So
reloading
I guess
her
we just lost.
computer.
We
Yeah, so
just
then now
lost
we
a
just
lot
have
of
to
good
make
men out there.
assumptions.
So
Texas
I can
open
only assume that
100%.
Florida's a free for all with their meth gators and whatever else. But we should shut Florida down if they try anything like beer salads.
Joe Rogan moved to Texas. That's all I know. And
Joe
he's opening. I think he's opening a comedy club with Dave Chappelle sometime
word?
soon. So I really like. I want to get to Texas.
I wanna
kinda wanna
go.
move there.
I don't know about move. Pump the brakes on moving. God.
Well, yeah. I don't know. They only dealt with like snow once. So
No, I mean,
to
okay. I spent time in San Antonio and then Wichita Falls, Texas. Ugh. I want to go to Austin though. Austin would be pretty lit. Like a beercation trip down to Austin, Texas, and then you hit up that comedy bar and see Dave Chappelle. That's the
Dave
dream.
Chappelle, and like they're like all of the big comedians that can't get gigs anywhere because comedy clubs aren't open are going to perform at their club. So like in one night there was a night where it was like Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan, Whitney Cummings, Bill Burr,
Bill Burr's my
Tom
favorite,
Segura, like
dude.
all of them in one night, and it was just incredible, like a comedian wet dream.
Have you ever seen Tenacious D? And there's like the Pick of Destiny. There's this part where he's singing and like this dude's head explodes. That would literally be me if I saw like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, and all these guys in one
It's
night.
crazy. Me and JJ. It's the last night that Milwaukee was open. Literally the last night. We saw Dave Chappelle on his last night in Milwaukee.
Oh my, you son of
The
a
best
bitch.
thing ever. It was so fucking amazing. But yeah, I would kill to see all of that. So
I would straight up too. Dave Chappelle, damn, he's the goat, man. And they just finally put the Chappelle show and stuff back on, and I was watching that the other night, and that was like peak comedy, especially peak Comedy Central back then.
yeah, Dave Chappelle is by far my favorite comedian ever. He
Agreed.
is the absolute best. I don't like Joe Rogan's stand up at all, but obviously like his podcasts and stuff.
I don't really like Joe Rogan, period, but Bill Burr is without a doubt my favorite comedian of all time. I love his podcast. I listen to his podcast all the time. I can relate to Bill Burr because he's such an angry individual. And
he's just an angry Irish.
Well, he's just like this angry Irish Bostonian, and that's literally me.
Yeah.
So
he's absolutely hilarious. I would love to see him live, but Dave Chappelle was top of my bucket list. And so the way he does it, if either of you have ever gone to a Chappelle show, he announces it literally like
the day of, right?
Before. I think it was 2 days before. And so he was like the tickets go on sale tomorrow. And so I had to wait online at work on his website. I just kept refreshing and I got one ticket. Me and JJ were trying to get tickets together, and neither of us, we couldn't get two. So we only got one, and we had to sit like separately, but we still went.
Oh, I thought you meant like you got the ticket, then JJ's just standing outside, like waiting for you to come out and be like, dude, how was it?
No. And it was online, but it like immediately after I hit it, JJ was like 2 minutes later and he got a ticket that was like way up in the rafters. So it was for sure a bucket list thing, but that was the last night that COVID was. I remember that night we went to a bar afterwards and we're just like the NBA. That was the night the NBA canceled some of their games, I think, because of the COVID outbreak. It was literally that night. And we were like, I can't believe like we might never see Dave Chappelle again. So,
but here he is. Crazy. That's one thing. Yeah, if there's like a show that pops up, I'll overnight that bitch. I will fly and I will be there and just to see him.
Oh, it was the best.
Or go to LA. He usually does shows out in LA when California's open. That is.
Ooh, Melanie brought up Bo Burnham and Dane Cook. Both of those were so. Dane Cook was like the biggest. Like he changed
For, like,
probably
5
comedy
minutes.
forever. He was huge, absolutely huge.
I used to hang out with his cousin because one of my really good friends, dated his cousin because he's from Mass.
What?
Yeah,
That's
so I used to
crazy.
hang out with his cousin or like all the time. Apparently, or I'm sorry, his nephew. It's his nephew because his brother, and then he accused his brother, which was his kid's dad, of like embezzling his money and shit, and
Yeah.
then sued him. It was fucking crazy.
You need to like lead with that. We had this conversation on a previous episode of Feeling Lucky where Big Daddy's cousin went over to Kanye West's house in Wyoming. And I was like, you need to just like put that on your business card. That's something you should like, hey, my name is Big Daddy and my cousin
Big
hung
Daddy.
out with Kanye West.
We hung out with Kanye.
They're like
Yeezy.
Yeah.
Too bad. Was this like High School Dropout Yeezy? Because I feel like that was before he went crazy.
No, it was for sure. He met him in Wyoming, so at his Wyoming ranch. I don't think.
Oh
that's
God!
been
So
around
he
for
was
too
part of
long.
the
Hey,
Yeezy cult.
we're gonna do something really, really, really dangerous right now.
Oh boy!
I'll try anything twice. What's up?
We're gonna disconnect all of you guys, right?
Oh Lord!
We're gonna disconnect the crew.
This does not sound good.
I'm gonna restart it.
Text to
Send you
talk.
guys the link and see if we can keep the stream going and get everybody back on. So disconnecting in 3, 2, 1. Disconnected. And now we're going to start the session again and see if this thing will work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might be the only person left tonight. We'll see. Let me see what happens here. Here we go. I think we'll get it now. Let me send them a link and see if we can get everybody back. As usual, a little bit of a challenge tonight, but we'll see if we can get everybody back and keep the conversation going. We've never done this before with this software, so I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to work for everybody. And you guys are going to be our guinea pigs for the night, so hopefully it works. Sending a message. Hey, we got Lucky back. Are you back?
That was dangerous.
That was dangerous. I told you it was going to be dangerous.
That girl is so dangerous.
So we got Lucky back. Let's see if we can get the rest of the crew back. Keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Keep our fingers
hoping
crossed.
for it. Someone's loading.
Oh gosh, I'm back.
Hey,
Still no
We're back.
hobby.
Hobby's still gone. She gave up.
Yeah, I guess. It's that Florida internet.
There she is.
Hoping for it. Someone's loading.
There she is. Hold on a second. Let me.
Hobby's still gone. She gave up.
No, I'm here. Oh, I got to
That
turn
was.
my off now.
That's the
All
delay.
right, Facebook is off now.
All right, we're back.
There's
Hello.
Hoppy.
What
How
I
are
missed.
you? What'd you
I
miss?
just-
You missed us talking about comedians and
I did see Bill Burr, and then I look back. I'm like, oh, good. My face is still frozen on there. That's
Mhm.
nice.
You were posed really nicely, at least.
you
like
were
a little-
you were froze.
You look like you had a little sass to you.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You should just do that the whole time just in case someone freezes.
Like Shooter McGavin.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Just hold your
We'll
pose
have to
like
pick
that.
them. I'll like rub my. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that.
Rub
So
your
what's the
nose.
next topic? Let's Hoppy, we are actually talking about Texas, right? Texas is being called the Neanderthal state because they've basically said fuck COVID and doing their own thing. What's the difference between Texas and Florida?
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Is it-
I mean, Florida, I don't know, because from what I heard is they're just taking away any state mandates. So we haven't had a state mask mandate in a while. So, I mean, like everything in Orange County, you have to have a mask on to go into places, but you go over to Brevard County and you don't. Like we went over to Sanford and they're having freaking festivals and there's maybe 40% of the people are wearing masks, and even employees aren't at some places. So,
yeah, that's pretty tough. Pretty tough for. It's kind of funny that, when I first seen that, I'm like, man, Florida's kind of been doing this for a while. Why is everybody giving Texas a hard time?
Because everyone just kind of
expect it
assumes
from us.
everybody is. Yeah, I was gonna say everybody just assumes Florida's doing some dumb shit.
Yeah,
They're
pretty much on
desensitized
their
us.
own.
We actually
They
have like
straight
a
up desensitized us.
radio station that they do segments called Florida Man, but then they have a new one. Oh, what did I just do? Why is everything
Oh,
still? Sorry,
God.
I turned
What
everything
is
back on because I was
happening?
frozen. It's all off now.
She
So they have
comes
another
back
segment
and
where they
just-
tell a story, and you have to figure out if it's Florida Man or not. And today it was Oklahoma Man. Somebody broke into some house and ate Cheetos.
Oh, I thought for sure
Nice.
this was gonna be
Been
something
there.
about banging a cow or some shit.
Nice. Yeah, that
be
makes it
Wisconsin,
interesting
man.
for sure.
Cows are
There's a
free
Wis-
range here. So
There's
it
a
could even be
Wisconsin
Idaho.
man. There's an Idaho man. We talked about this early on. I don't know if anybody remembers. Like, Florida man exists because of our Florida Sunshine State laws, because the papers have access to mugshots and arrest records like immediately, where in other states they don't always do that. So the news people are immediately notified when somebody throws an alligator through the drive-thru of a Wendy's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that shit. That was kind of wild.
All right.
Like,
it is.
It was. He
crazy.
thought his friend was working and like threw. It was a baby alligator. Nobody was hurt, but maybe the alligator was. Poor thing.
That's
That
fine.
alligator has feelings. All right.
Yep.
He's probably still digesting Chubbs' hand.
Yes.
Wow, 2 Happy Gilmore references in one episode. I like it.
Look,
I saw. Did you see that they were Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore were
Yeah.
on some like interview together, and they might make, or they were talking about doing like a senior tour movie.
Mm.
I
Oh,
would be
that's funny.
so down for that.
I would too. Look, I'll try anything twice. I told you. That's between that's my favorite, and then cream pies. Those are also my favorite. Oh, the
What?
oatmeal cream pies. The oatmeal cream pies.
What? Wait a minute.
Like from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Just kidding. That's why I had 2 kids. 2 of them.
Did we
Like,
just?
I'll try.
Oh,
I'll try anything twice. I see what you
what's
did
the
there.
next topic here, Jay? Holy cow!
What
talking
the hell
cream
is
pies.
going on here?
That's where we draw the line. That's
We're
where we
just
draw the
talking
line.
cream pies.
What in the
So, yeah,
hell is
where's my
going
book?
on here?
Where's my
I
book?
gotta tell you. It's like a funny story, actually.
Oh, funny cream pie story.
Yeah, so
Buckle
I
up.
was actually in a group on Twitter there, and we were having some sort of joke, and we all bet each other that we couldn't say cream pie in an episode. So I was really trying to find a way to ham fist cream pie into there.
Hand fist cream pie. Nice choice of words there.
Yeah.
Just like to shove it in there somewhere.
Yep, and then you don't pull it out. Am I right?
What?
I didn't want to do this. I did not. That was not.
Wait a minute. We're changing. Let's change it up. Okay, let's talk about the $1,400 stimulus check.
You know what I could do
Oh,
with
can't wait.
$1,400?
Let's talk about the 14. Lucky, we're gonna go
That's
to
at
you.
least 14 cream pies.
We're gonna go to you, Lucky.
That's at least 1 month's child support from those cream pies.
$1,400 stimulus check. What are you doing with it?
It's gonna be hard for me to come up with a PG answer now. My mind is
Buy
just
beer.
wandered. Truthfully, I don't know what. I think I'm just gonna save it. I don't like. We don't have to get into the politics of the stimulus check. I'm so anti-stimulus check. It's crazy. Just giving people money like that. Giving me $1,400. What do you think I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna go to fucking
Strippers and blow.
Yeah, I guess, and then maybe that's what they want. Put it back into the economy. Get
Yeah,
some cream
I'm gonna
pies,
go-
but
Is that what her name is? Economy?
yeah, economy. Yep.
It might be,
Yeah,
depending
that's
which
the Tuesday night
days
special.
you do.
That's why they call her economy, because it's Tuesday nights and they're cheapest. I said it, I meant her. They're people too. This is so bad. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think, honestly, I'm just gonna save it. I think that's like a really boring answer, or I'm gonna.
Year.
Yeah, that's
Are we
boring. Let's go
actually
to
getting- hold
MASH.
on, no.
MASH has
Are
got
we
an action
actually-
item. Yeah,
Are we
Mash.
actually getting
He's
$1,400?
gonna buy Legos.
Yeah.
Mash.
Oh, no.
$1,400 a PS5. My money's on a PS5.
Well, now I don't have to go strip and do
Wow,
whatever
you
else
just
for a
look like that
PS5.
meme. Like, ooh.
Ooh.
PS5? I can flex with that. PS5? That, or I'll just, we'll just spend it on going to, I don't know. I'll spend it on doing a photo shoot in the fall leaves of New England. Just me. It's going to make a calendar for all of you. Pumpkin spice and fall leaves all over my body.
Oh shit! Thanks for the warning.
I don't know. I got kids, so I don't know. Probably spend it on them and save and fix my house because I'm an old ass man.
What a nice answer.
I'm gonna put it back.
$1,400, Hoppy. What are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
put it back
with
in my house. Like
I'm buying beer stuff. I'm buying more beer shirts and beer and brewing supplies and tin tackers. That's what I'm buying.
Awesome.
Awesome. She's
Awesome.
so confident in her
Tin
answer. She says, "This is what I'm
'Cause
buying."
Hold on, wait, what's
honest.
Josh is like,
tin
"Wait a
tacker?
second, we're buying Bitcoin."
Tin
She's
tackers.
like, "No, we're not."
This is a tin tacker.
Oh.
So we know
that.
we know for a fact that Hoppy, or we know for a fact that Lucky is not down with the stimulus.
I
Are
hate
the rest
them. I
of
think
you
it's so
guys? What's
dumb.
your take with it? You're like, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Or
Give me my money. It's my money, and I need it now.
how about you, Hoppy?
But that, yeah.
I mean, some people desperately need it right now. I mean, how far can 1,400 go? I don't know. That's a hard
That
one.
covers probably half a month of rent, depending.
I was
on where
gonna
you
say
live.
that's
Yeah.
like that's
And, yeah, it also depends on where you
month.
live. Yeah.
But wait, the government has to bomb little children in Syria before they can give you $1,400.
Oh
Wild.
shit!
Well, now I feel bad about buying beer.
You said it, not me.
Listen,
Damn.
this is my career. All right, look, I know.
This is my career.
So,
Let's
any
just
beer
call
news?
it what it is.
Little
All
one
right.
bombing.
Did you know there's a dog park that has craft beer in Maryland?
Oh, I'm
wait, or
sorry.
is
I
that
guess
me?
I'm not the right comedian for you guys. Fine, I see how it is.
I just like to keep the show lighthearted and not too dirty. I feel like I'm the mom of the group. I got to steer you guys back.
Normally I don't,
Take
but
it
I'm feeling
back.
some type of way this week. I've been listening to somebody read PowerPoints for 8 hours every day this week, so I'm in a rare form.
Yeah, you were really angry yesterday. I forget what it was about. Oh, about Melissa McCarthy coming in with the new Thor movie. I thought he was gonna like punch the computer. But
Jesus.
so yes, North Bethesda, Maryland, just opened a high-end dog park with coffee and craft beer. People get in free, but dogs are $10 a day, or you can get an annual membership for $365 for your dog. And there are
Ooh.
dog popsicles.
Dog popsicles? Oh, I buy
Mhm.
my dogs a little ice creams. Those
Awesome.
are cool.
Anybody want to do the Shipyard THC beer? I feel like we got to touch on that.
I would love to try that.
Ooh, I would. I would love to try Shipyard's THC beer, but I legally am not allowed. So I need you guys to try it.
Mm.
Get high
Only
and
in
blow your
Maine.
breath on my face.
Blow your
Mm.
breath. It's called a
Yeah.
Well,
shot.
good thing my parents live an hour from Maine. So we going back or what?
Yeah. But you can't do it anyways.
Once again,
because they test
to my
you.
OSI FBI agent listening, I'm not partaking in this. I'm just
Mhm.
there to be the responsible one while my friends partake in this.
For
Exactly.
sure.
Well, it's not actually alcoholic though. It just has THCs, but it does get you high.
Yeah, I'll drink the shit out of it.
I would love to drink some of that.
So
Send
if you're
me
one
in
day,
Maine,
one day,
there are certain cannabis shops they're
Who
selling it
was
at, but
the-
it is pumpkin
nothing-
head.
nothing cures
Send 'em.
anxiety like a good pot brownie. Okay.
Mm.
Yep.
So like they need to hurry up and federally like legalize that, because I guarantee if you make weed federally legal, like first of all the troops and stuff that underage drink, that's not going to be a problem anymore. All this drinking and driving, well, it's still probably going to be a problem, but that's going to go down. You're going to make money off the taxes from selling weed. Look at the places like Washington and Colorado. Have there
Yeah.
been negative effects from this? Because I haven't heard nor seen anything negative.
I feel like
I'm
the
just
worst
saying.
thing that happens to somebody who smokes too much pot is nothing. Literally nothing.
Oh God,
they
they
just do
buy
nothing.
too many all dressed chips.
Bunch of vegetables. Eating, drinking, just enjoying
They
life.
stimulate the economy by going to their local grocery store
Yep.
or
Mm.
their Domino's because they're ordering
Yeah,
takeout. 'cause
They're gonna order
starving.
in. They're not gonna go pick up food. They're not
Well,
that
that's what I'm saying.
ambitious.
They're wicked hungry, so they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna like just order the Domino's or whatever, and they're
Well, that's
gonna have
because
it
food
delivered to them.
tastes better.
Then you're also playing like video game. Man, come on. Vote for me for president, you guys. I'm starting my campaign.
You got my
Mm.
vote. I'll be your public relations manager. You need to quit
I'm
Hops
gonna need
News right
one.
now.
Mash.
It's detrimental to your political
Need to
career.
quit talking cream pies.
Yeah. Mash, give us your pitch. Where can people find you? What's coming up with Geeks News?
All right. Well, listen to your boy here because we just dropped a dope episode with our mystery host from Quips and Dips. Great podcast. Check her out. And we talked WandaVision theories because that shit drops Friday. It's the finale. Our minds blown. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't. Do you? No. Anyways, tomorrow, Hoppy and I have been getting a lot of requests for like comic book reviews and things of that nature. So our first one drops tomorrow. It's on the invasion from planet WrestleTopia. Loved it. Stay tuned for their Kickstarter to be coming out soon. Monday, we did another podcast on sympathetic villains. Next week, I pretty much hate fucked The Last Jedi. And that's our episode. Next week is
There's a lot of animosity about that movie, man.
This is
the most vulgar episode we've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm in a great mood. So that's what I got coming from Geeks. Lots of great things, really, really great things. And stay tuned for more fun, exciting things. Look for us, Geek Hops, on Twitter. And then Instagram, Hoppy runs that PG account on Hops Geek News.
A PG account.
Things get a little crazy on Twitter. So just, don't mind me. That's all I have for you
Sounds
guys.
like
Thanks
it.
for watching.
Lucky, feeling lucky. Where can we find you? What do we got to look forward to?
So we just dropped an episode yesterday. It's just us. No guests this week. I think we've had guests for the past 3-ish episodes. The past 2 were Great Lakes. So it's just us. We're just hanging out. We have a really funny feeling lucky, or a dear lucky. Sorry, a really funny dear lucky that was submitted. Those are always super fun to talk about. And if you enjoyed tonight's episode, you would for sure enjoy feeling lucky because boy, it's a lot of the same.
We weren't that bad tonight.
Okay. Debatable. Maybe not while you were on.
Maybe
but while
I was
you were
gonna
gone.
say, what did I miss? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Best 10 minutes of your life.
Yeah. Right. Unlike, never mind. We I don't think we have any guests until the end of March, so it's going to be just us for a couple more episodes. Find us everywhere on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So not everywhere. At Feelin' Lucky Pod, feeling without the G, Lucky POD. Yeah, like
every time you say that, I just want to sing the POD, the band. And every time you say Lucky POD, it's a band from like the early 2000s. There was like Limp Bizkit and all that bullshit.
I don't know what you're talking about either. I know
you don't know who
Bizkit.
POD is?
I don't think so. I know
Really?
Limp Bizkit. Lucky didn't know who Sublime
Here
was
comes
either,
the
though.
boom. Ready or not?
Yeah.
Really? Nothing? You guys.
Ready or not?
uncultured.
Like, was
How
it
you
ready
like
or
I know
now?
what that is. I
Here
know
I
what
come.
that is.
Here
I didn't
comes
know
the
that was
boom.
POD.
That's POD.
Oh, okay. All right. I just
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know the name.
Lauren, make sure you let Corey congratulate us. But we won a little award last week that means nothing in the grand scheme of things, but it's still exciting at the same time.
Congrats
I thought you
to
were
Corey.
say congrats to Corey. Yeah.
Corey
We need
won
to congrats
too.
Corey.
Yeah. Lucky,
Yes.
who won your prize box?
Bitch.
It's not mine. It's all of your guys.
Well, you drank some of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Cali.
not on
Speaking
purpose.
of cream pies, I sent you Cali creamin'.
Yeah, that you did. I had one on the last Feeling Lucky. So yeah, Corey won. Thank you everybody that donated to the Barstool Fund and sent us the receipts or whatever. I don't know what the final number came out to be, but we had to draw from it was over 50 people, I think. So a lot of people donated. It was a good number, good turnout, but shout out Corey. He won and he also had the biggest donation. So it kind of worked out the way that it should have. Congrats to Corey. I'll be getting that out to you as soon as I figure out the cheapest way to ship 9 big bottles of beer.
Carry it down
Just
yourself.
drive back down to Tennessee.
I
drive
honestly
down
think
there.
that would probably be the cheapest way, but I'm not going to do that. So, Corey, it'll be to you hopefully next week. I'll get it
Eventually.
out this weekend.
Awesome. Hoppy, where can people find you? What do they got to look forward to from Geeks?
They can find me, the Hoppy Mommy, on the IG. And yes, I run the G-rated Hops Geek News page as well. Yeah, Matt summed it up well. I mean,
You won an
we just
award.
reviewed a wrestling comic book, which I'm not a wrestling fan, but I actually enjoyed this comic book.
It was
So
great.
it's an interesting review because, Matt loves comic books and I don't, or not comic books. I love comic books. I didn't mean to say that. I don't love wrestling. So it was a good balance of, somebody who doesn't like it and somebody who loves it and getting to review this comic book. So that was a lot of fun. If you are like us and you are dying for Friday morning to finish WandaVision, but you want to get some background comic book information or some random predictions that are probably going to be completely incorrect, that was our most recent episode that he mentioned with the mystery host Quips and Dips. So it was fun. She brought a different perspective to it with some knowledge we didn't know. And so it was a great episode, I think. So I enjoyed it. And of course, we always have our news. And if anybody still wants a sticker, we have these super sweet stickers. I have a ton of them. So whoever wants them, just send us a DM on anything. The Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook, you name it.
Slide into our DMs.
We'll get it. I can't say that. I feel like such a D-bag if I say that.
We also got best podcast of the week. Jesus Christ.
We did that too. I was looking to, I didn't remember. Okay, yeah.
So we're going to do a giveaway with the $20 Amazon Carby one. We're going to do a giveaway because we got voted best podcast of the week. Somehow, I don't know.
Awesome.
I honestly don't know, but we did. So
I voted.
There you go.
I'm excited. How excited are you guys for WandaVision? I am like pumped. I just finished the most recent episode last night. So I'm listening to your guys' podcast tomorrow. But I'm so excited.
Yeah, Friday's Josh and I's 10-year anniversary, so it's going to be like he doesn't watch the show, and it's going to be like, well, I have to watch the show.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Josh.
It'll be interesting to see how that works out.
Happy 10-year. By the way, we have things to finish.
Like, just give me an hour, not even, just less than an hour, and then I'll be right with you.
Then
first time
I was gonna make a bad joke.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I was gonna make a really bad joke there. Not gonna do it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Shout out,
I appreciate
Josh.
it.
Yeah.
Good job.
You appreciate it. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Can we end this because otherwise I'm gonna like blurt out some stupid joke. Just end the stream now. End the stream.
End the stream. We're gonna end the stream. Have a good night. Check us out on Hops
Bye, everybody.
News. Appreciate you.
Cheers.
Have a good